on
Boy,
yourself.
how about coming into the
Put
All
on Lynn. She's
Happy
good.
birthday, Becky.
I hope Becky's listening. Sometimes she does, sometimes she doesn't.
Well, she might
What?
have birthday plans.
No, she's working.
All right. Do you mind if I get a call here?
Sure, go
Okay.
ahead.
Go ahead.
All
You
right.
can-
Go ahead.
it's okay.
Good morning. To my speaking.
Thank you.
Good morning, good Friday morning. Do you remember Crew?
Good morning, Moose.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Well. Hey, Lynn, you outdone yourself today, kid.
Did I?
Yeah.
You
That's a great
outdone
song.
yourself. I love that song.
Woohoo!
I love that
That's
song
wonderful.
by Bobby Freeman. It's so peppy. Yeah, it is. I mean, it's a dancing song. Do you want to dance?
Yeah, definitely.
And he recorded another dancing song called, what was it there, Fast Eddie?
Come on and swim.
There it is. That's why they call him Fast Eddie. Come on and swim. Another upbeat song. And Betty Lou's got a new pair of shoes.
Betty Lou.
He recorded that, too. Bobby Freeman. Nice choice, Lynn. I'm sorry, Steve. I
Thank
can't
you.
go.
No,
over a lot of
that's a
I just-
fantastic song. I can't
Yeah.
don't say I'm sorry. That's a great choice.
Yeah, it's just a really peppy song. I'm telling you. That's, wow, do you want to dance? So, nice going, Lynn, for sure.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I did some, Tim's not there, right, Gary?
No.
No, he's not here.
No. I did some research on this Lamoureux Field.
He is listening though.
He is listening. Tim, this was probably changed to Hotnet Field, and it is on Ellsworth Avenue.
Yeah.
It was connected to Cass Park, Reno Field. Now, Fast Eddie,
Yeah.
Reno Field, you know what that was, right? You know what that is.
Yeah.
It's a hardball field at actually in the rear of Cass Park.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the Naval Academy or something is right there on the side of it. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
Used to be. Now, if you took it on the first base side, the foul line, of course the field was surrounded by a fence,
Yeah.
and you walked over the hill, you had to do a few walks. It was actually a grassland hill. All it was is a bunch of grass, a couple of mounds of grass, and you come down way in the back of the rear arena field, and it connected with Lamoureux Field,
Yeah.
which was Hotnet Field now. And the reason being is that you couldn't get to Reno Field from Cass Park. You had to take the street after Joyland
Yeah.
to get to Reno Field. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Because you couldn't do it. There was hills over there. There was no connection to Cass Park and Reno Field. Reno Field was on another street. I can't think of the name of that street. But that street was right before Ellsworth Avenue.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Ellsworth Avenue went down there and connected with Lamoureux Field. That's the most I know about it. Why? I couldn't find it by City Hall or anything. Why it was originally known as
Didn't
Lamoureux
Lamoureux Field have a mill behind it or something?
What?
A mill.
Oh, you're thinking about bone and spinning? No?
Who didn't have a
Somewhere-
mill behind
that
it?
was
in
on the other
Woonsocket?
side of the street, I think, Fast Eddie.
That's where they used to do their driving tests.
Yes.
Is that what it? Oh, yeah.
For
is
the
that what it
driver's
was?
license is on that street.
Ellsworth Avenue.
Ellsworth
That's where
Avenue.
I had to
Ellsworth
go.
Avenue.
Yeah.
Anyway, listen, I hope I try to fill some of the void on that. It's still quite unclear. But that's, and I still can't find if it was originally called Lamoureux Field.
The Reno Field is where they had the Quonset huts.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
They had a good brand of baseball over there.
Yeah.
Gary, you know what? A real good brand of baseball over there. It was a league that was between the ages probably after high school and before college. A very, very good league that attracted New England teams at Reno Field. It was so entertaining. We used to go see them play. Good ball players, ages about 19, 20 years old. They put on a real good brand of the game. So I think you might have enjoyed it if you're a baseball fan. So, anyway, so much for Hotnet Field. Louise and company, I'm going to give you a question here, and then I'll let you go. This is movie related, so get your pens and pencils. thing here with this is we're looking for the interior cast of these particular films that led to another film. Okay? Here's your hint. Here are the films. You ready, Louise?
Go ahead.
Hang 'em High. The Odd Couple. The Verdict. The Defenders. Grapes of Wrath.
God, there's a million.
Psycho.
Oh, they're talking about Lynn.
And On the Waterfront.
Jeez Louise.
No, that is Louise.
Looking for actors inside the film, and interior actors, not just trying to look all actors that will lead to another film. And that's my hint.
Okay.
For now, see if we can get it. All right? Thanks, guys. Thanks for your
We
time.
gotta go to
Sorry,
break.
thanks so much.
Thanks,
Okay.
Moose.
Can I blur it?
Oh, you want to blur it? Save
After
your
all
blur.
of that?
Save your word.
I knew you would get it, Gary.
Yeah, save it.
I
You
knew
want-
you would get it,
you-
but save your blur.
All right, I'll save it.
Yeah.
I know what it is.
You're the best one here. All right,
All right.
break time.
All right, break time. We'll be right back.
Press that little button.
What does it mean to be owned by your customers? It means we don't answer to a headquarters in New York or a board of directors in Switzerland. It means we answer to a teacher in Woonsocket, a small business owner in Greenville, a contractor in Warwick. Our customers are our owners. Our owners are our customers. Come join us. Navigate Credit Union.
Hi, this is Steve Peluso, owner of Peluso Precision Automotive in Mendon. Since 2017, Peluso Precision Automotive has been your destination for auto care, transmissions, and general classic car repair. I've had a passion for classic cars since I was born, and I started hanging around a gas station when I was 7 years old. Plus, I have more than 40 years of experience repairing the classics. So if you have a 53 Bel Air, or a 67 Mustang, or a 71 Dodge, and it needs servicing, bring it to Peluso Precision Automotive, 93 Blackstone Street in Mendon. Peluso Precision Automotive is your vintage car specialist, so give us a call at 508-478-8900. And remember the number, it's 508-478-8900.
I have been having breakfast at Betty's Donuts. There are no donuts. At 3 Main Street, Blackstone, in the old Park and Shop Plaza for a couple of years now. I was delighted to find a place closer to home that could properly cook bacon and eggs, and to be able to have it from 4 a.m., 5 a.m. on Sundays, to 1 p.m. was even better. It was only recently I discovered her talents extended to the lunch menu, weekdays only, where she offers free dessert. Betty's Donuts, there are no donuts, does, however, have delicious pastries and serves fresh baked bread with meals upon request while they last. Betty's Donuts, there are no donuts, has been in business for 42 years. Amanda has passionately taken up where her Aunt Betty left off. Dine in or order out by calling 508-883-3472 and help her decide whether to bring donuts back. Betty's, where love is the secret ingredient. All right,
Do you have a call waiting?
we're back. We have 2 calls waiting.
Are you going to take the right one?
I have no idea. Good morning to who am I speaking?
Bobby, sorry.
Now you have an idea. Dave North Providence. How are you guys?
Hey, Dave.
Great song today, but I'm going to go with Do You Want to Dance?
Yep.
Thank
It's a
you.
great song.
Yeah, there's a really good Ramones version. I know Gary won't like that, but there's a great Ramones version of that song, too.
Yeah,
This is the
I
first
mean,
time I ever
it was
heard it,
covered
so.
a lot of times.
Yeah, great song, though. Very good song.
Yep.
I have a couple of trivia questions.
Okay.
Louise, you mentioned the Sad Sack comic yesterday, which is a
love
great
Sad
comic.
Sack.
I used to love that comic when I was a kid. But where did the term Sad Sack come from? And it wasn't the Jerry Lewis movie.
It was in a Jerry Lewis movie?
Does it refer?
It wasn't from the Jerry Lewis
Oh, it
movie.
wasn't from
Does
the
it refer to the cartoon?
Yeah. Nope. Where did the term come from?
Isn't it an Army term?
Yes.
A knapsack?
Nope.
No.
Because I always remembered that he was often, his punishment was peeling potatoes, so I was thinking of a sack of potatoes, so that's why I asked if he
Nope.
was referring to the
Side,
cartoon.
side sack does have anything to do with that bed.
Nope.
No?
No.
Okay.
We'll leave it out there.
Leave
And
it
I
out
have
there.
another question.
Okay.
Which movie star's wife died on Flight 11 on 9/11?
Oh, gosh.
Wow, I never heard that.
Me either.
I have a
Probably
vague
did back then,
memory.
but just-
The movie
We weren't
star actually passed away
concentrating on
before
that.
his wife did.
Okay, it's out there.
We'll leave that out there, guys.
Thank you.
Okay, good one.
Have a great day.
Thank you.
You
Dave.
too,
Dave.
Dave.
Bye-bye.
Good morning. To who am I speaking?
Steve was right.
And Bobby was on hold.
Well, you know, he should have been able to figure out that Moose was on line 1, so line 2 is the next one to take.
Hey, when I
Yeah.
I always take line 1 when I don't know which one it is. So
Well, you only had one call prior.
Oh,
It's not that difficult.
the memory here.
It is difficult.
Oh, look at the look I just got.
you got it easy over there. You just sit over there and pull your arms and your hat and your red hat and your bloviate. You got no responsibility in this program.
Exactly.
So,
That's the way
It's
we like
fine.
That's why I
All
get
right.
the big money.
Between the two songs, I'm going with "Do You Want to Dance."
it. Hoo, hoo, hoo. Yay.
All right. Any guesses on my trivia question from yesterday?
Which was?
The first black woman to have a cooking show on TV.
No.
no.
From the 1950s,
All right,
you
and
said?
no one will get this. So, Lena Richard.
Oh, yeah, I remember her.
It was Dave's
I kind
aunt.
of figured no one would get it.
You were right.
She was the first black woman in America to host her own cooking TV show in the 40s.
That wasn't a rabbit hole.
In
That was
the
a
40s.
dinosaur hole.
You should stop giving trivia questions and just give us interesting facts.
Yeah, because no one
Something
will
like
get them.
that. All right. More recently, this gentleman just recently passed away, and he was very, very famous for the opening guitar riff for the James Bond films.
Well, I just heard this.
I heard this on the radio, and I think his name is Vic or Vix.
Yep, you were correct.
I love
Yeah,
that. I
Yeah.
love the opening of every Bond movie.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We agree on something. Doesn't happen often.
He passed away as Vic Flick. He passed away at age 87.
And
The movie star's wife that passed away on 9/11, I believe that was Christopher Reeve's wife.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, really?
A former Bruin also passed away, Ace Bailey.
Ace Bailey, yeah.
Oh, wow.
My friend that I knew from high school, from church youth group, he lived in her father's building. Said he was a great guy.
Hey, Moose kind of inadvertently mentioned the grassy knoll, and today is the anniversary, I believe, of JFK's assassination. So where
Absolutely.
was it? 63 or 62?
63.
63.
63.
So where were you when this happened?
In 1963, I was in Kansas.
No, the day.
You weren't even in the first grade because you're younger than me, and I was in the first grade.
I couldn't tell you because I was 3 years old, but I can vividly remember the house in Kansas. But that's all I can remember about it. And my dad was kind of a tenant farmer, and he was plowing fields, and I was sitting in the pickup watching him, and I got bored. So I left and started walking back to the farmhouse. And looking back over my shoulder, there's my dad hauling butt in the pickup trying to catch me, and I thought it was funny.
I think it was funny, too, if he couldn't catch a 3-year-old in a pickup.
Damn Studebaker pickups.
No, I was just walking my merry little way back to the house. And more than likely, my dad's expression was like, "Oh my God, Katie's going to kill me," which was my mom.
Yeah, I get that feeling when we lose a dog. But all right, very good. Thank you,
All right,
Bobby.
that's it for now. All right,
Thanks,
bye-bye.
Bobby.
Good morning. To who am I speaking?
Good morning. How are you?
Good.
We're fine.
Good. I'd like to put my request in for cantata. Saying I'm Italian, and it fits me well.
Steve's song.
Besides, I want to keep my buddy Steve on the ball, you know.
Why is that?
Just because I like you.
Do ya?
You're the one.
There had to be one.
There had to be.
I'm Reggie.
Reggie.
Oh, hello, Reggie.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
How are
Lynn,
you?
I like your song too,
Oh,
but I like
thanks.
cantata. I
How
used to
many
sing
more?
that with my dad. So
How's
it's like
everything
that
on
too.
Squire Lane?
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, Reggie. How you doing?
I'm hanging in there.
Yeah?
It's rough, Gary. There's no,
I'm
denying
sure.
it. It's
I
not easy, but-
can't imagine what that must be like. So,
And now I'm losing my license on December 6th. I got to sell my car, and everything's against me, Gary. It's been a
Oh.
rough year. I'm
Gary
glad
wants to buy the car.
24 going. I'll be real glad to see 24 going.
yeah, I agree. Okay, well,
Yeah.
you
All
hang
right.
you hang in there.
Thanks for calling, Reggie.
you got some good family there behind you. So,
I know. I love them.
yep,
All right,
don't be afraid to ask
Thank
for
you.
help.
All right.
All right, Reggie. Bye bye. All right, Eddie, where were you when Kennedy died?
I remember where I was.
Yeah.
I was in a shop in a school, woodworking.
Oh, wow.
And we had, you had to remember this day because we had a teacher named Mr. Irwin, and he was sort of a flake. And we drove this poor man crazy, the things we did to him. And he came in, he wasn't in the room, and he walked in and he said, the president had just been assassinated. And we all said, get out of here. We thought he was joking with it, but the things we did, we pulled the shades down and nailed them down. The window shades, nailed his grade book to the desk, cut the legs off the desk.
Oh my gosh, you guys were crazy.
You were brutal.
Yeah, really.
Poor man, Mr. Irwin. He was a character, but we didn't believe him when he said the president was just assassinated.
We have a correction on Christopher Reeve's wife. She did not die in the tower.
We do.
She died of lung cancer in 2006. Marie, where were you in '63 when Kennedy died?
Grammar school.
Grammar school, yeah.
Yeah, about second grade.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Any memories of that day? No.
No.
No. Lynn has a cute story.
I have a cute story.
Because
Well,
Lynn's a cute person.
I was 4, and I don't really remember a lot from my childhood that early, but I do remember this because apparently I was quite in love with John F. Kennedy. I wanted to marry him. Every time he was on TV, I would, pay attention. And so when it happened, we had a little black and white TV, like that's all there was back then.
Mm-hmm.
And I think my mother was crying. I think it was just my mother and myself at home. But I went up to the TV and I was trying to hug the TV and I was crying and I was kissing the pictures of him that they were showing pictures. And I was very sad because I thought he was going to be my future husband. So I lost one.
She was a gold digger at
Yeah, I was just going to say that. She was already digging gold.
I don't know. I just thought he was handsome, I guess.
All right, Steve.
Look to the left of you, you'll see handsome. Oh, wait a minute. You look at Eddie. I was in the first grade at the Roger Clapp School in Dorchester, and my kindergarten teacher comes into the room, and I remember this like it was yesterday, and said, the president has been shot. I can still see it. And we're just like, everybody just gasped.
Okay. Louise?
Well, I was a young child, and it was he was actually shot on my mother's birthday. Today is my mother's birthday.
Oh, wow.
And I don't remember the day he got shot, but because I was preschool, I wasn't old enough to go to school, so the next few days my mother had the television on often. So I don't remember the day he was shot, but I remember the day of the funeral because I remember them getting it was the caisson, and I remember they showed a horse without a rider, And I always remember the announcer mentioned the significance of that. And I remember the cadence of the drums as they marched from from the church to the cemetery. I still remember the cadence of the drums, and as an adult, I heard that film footage, saw the film footage and heard the cadence once again, and it was like it was yesterday. And the other thing I remember, my mother was a very stoic woman, and I was watching the funeral procession with her, and she was crying, and I'm like, wow, this is a big deal because Mom is crying. But even though I was like preschool, I still have strong images of the coming days. And then my father brought home a book that practically every household had called 4 Days, and it was a compilation of photographs of the events. And I would look at that as often as a picture book, and I still have our copy.
Wow.
And yeah, it always struck me. I was a young child, but yeah, I grasped.
I was going to say, you got the grasp of
I grasped some of the significance of that.
Yeah, if your parents are crying, you know something's big.
Are
Something
you
big
taking
is
the
going
call
on.
or going to the break?
Well, I'm going to tell my story.
You can tell your story after the
Do you
break.
have
No, I'm
to?
going to tell it now.
Thanks.
I was a poor black child.
Thank you, Steve Martin.
No, I don't remember being dismissed from school, but I do remember that we had just moved to Mendon, and we lived in this little shack, and it was like I've told the story before. We had a wood stove, one light bulb, one outlet, no running water, no walls, just studs on the walls. Which we were living in, and while we were building our house, which took 20 years to build. But anyway,
Sounds like our house in Bellingham.
we had moved from a perfectly normal house in Franklin to this retreat, if you call it that, and because my mother hated neighbors and wanted total seclusion and privacy, and mostly so bill collectors couldn't find us, probably, and. But we will listen. I remember it vividly, sitting on the bed with my mother, listening to this white General Electric radio that we brought with us from Franklin. It was the only modern thing in our possession. We had no TV or anything, no place to plug it into anyway. And I do remember her crying, and it was a very, very sad day. So with that, we got to go to a break, and we'll get this call as soon as I get back.
Broadcasting live and local daily from the Navigant Credit Union broadcast studio at the corner of Park Avenue and Kennedy Street in Woonsocket. This is ON AM and FM.
WOON Woonsocket. The highest quality roast beef is served daily at the Beef Barn. Plus, they serve smoky and delicious pastrami, a Beef Barn favorite, and quarter-pound cheeseburgers with rich, delicious beef flavor, and so much more. You can view the entire Beef Barn menu by going online to thebeefbarn.com. You can even order for delivery from their website. The Beef Barn has 2 locations, 200 Industrial Drive, North Smithfield, and 160 Pulaski Boulevard, Bellingham. The Beef Barn.
This ON AM and FM weather forecast sponsored by Valley Transportation, now offering transportation using school buses for school field trips, senior bingo trips, weddings, or any other adult trips. Leave the driving to the professionals and the courteous drivers of Valley Transportation, 664 Front Street, Woonsocket. Telephone number 762-5055. An 80% chance of another quarter-inch of rain today, mainly in the afternoon, high of 51, south winds gusting over 25 miles per hour. Tonight, an 80% chance of another quarter to a half an inch of rain, patchy fog, overnight low of 36, east winds becoming northwest after midnight. Saturday's weather, a 50% chance of more rain, patchy fog, otherwise mostly cloudy all day with a high of 47, gusty winds over 35 miles per hour from the northwest. Sunday, sunshine and 51. Monday, mostly sunny and 54. Tuesday, there's a 40% chance of some rain, mainly in the early part of the day, partial sunshine later with a high of 56. Wednesday, sunshine and 47, and on Thanksgiving Day, Thursday, mostly sunny skies predicted with a high of 42.
Don't miss our month-long Black Friday sales event at Imperial Cars. We're loaded with over 2,000 new and used cars, trucks, and SUVs, plus hundreds of certified pre-owned and Carfax one-owner vehicles, too. Take advantage of great finance rates as low as 0% and great lease offers, too. Plus, exclusively at Imperial Cars, make no payments until next year. That's right, no payments until next year. Click ImperialCars.com or stop on by. Just look for the car in the sky.
All right, we're back. Let's get right to the calls.
Yeah, let's do that.
Good morning. To whom am I speaking?
Video?
Good morning, Gary. It's Al. How you doing today?
Morning, Al.
Hi, Al.
Got a great crew there today.
We
Yes,
do.
we do.
We have a great crew every day now.
Yes.
Yes, you do. Eddie's on fire, though, today.
He's on fire every day.
As soon as you mention that, Marie, we reach for the water.
Steve made my day. Sorry, Lynn, but I love that song, Volare.
That's okay.
Which means to fly.
He needs a pity boat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
the other thing about that song, it's in one of my favorite movies as a parody. They reference it in Volare, and the title character actually sings it or tries to sing it, but I won't go any further. Eddie knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I'd like to share my story about Kennedy, too. I remember
Sure.
being in the 7th grade at Hopedale Junior Senior High School, and I was in science class, and they came over the loudspeaker, and they said that the president had just been shot. And so they were going to dismiss us early. And then the next thing I can remember is walking out the door, and I ran into a art teacher, Mrs. Baker, and she said he just died, and it was like, whoa. So, wow. I mean, there's a few things in your life that, something happens like that it's just like yesterday, and that's definitely one of them.
Yeah, that and 9/11 are
Yeah.
probably the
Oh,
two.
yeah.
Two biggest.
Oh, yeah. I can remember
was that?
where I was on that. It was like I had injured my knee at the Hopedale post office, so I had surgery. And I was on light duty, so I was inside working, just sorting the mail, not delivering it. And for some reason, we had a TV in the office, and that came across, and it was like, wow, unbelievable. So, awesome. Well, you guys carry it on. Carry on.
Thanks,
All
Al.
right, thanks, Al. Take care.
All right.
Good morning. To whom am I speaking?
Paul from Pawtucket.
Hello.
Paul.
Hey, sorry I couldn't participate yesterday and gang up on Gary Thursday.
Didn't you have surgery yesterday?
I did, yeah.
Everything okay?
Yeah. The nerve block hasn't wore off yet, so no pain a minute late.
Oh,
Yeah,
well, that's a
get a
good
brain.
thing right now.
It is, yeah. I got plenty of backup though,
Oh, good.
and I'll be in a sling for a while.
Yes.
I also caught the Wednesday toilet paper session. That was informative. I think Wavy Davy could do a podcast on that.
Yeah.
We might have him do that.
Let me see. Okay, I got a question for the women because I pretty much know that I think the men could nail this. What car company used Volare in their commercial?
The song, Volare, what car company?
Don't say it anymore.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say
no,
it.
I got it.
No,
I
you
got
don't.
It.
No, you don't. No.
I don't.
No? Marie? No?
No?
Louise? No?
I'm scratching my head.
Didn't I just mention it at the
You
beginning?
did.
you
Hush
mentioned
bet,
it.
hush bet.
Just mentioned it.
Yeah, somebody
Yeah.
called in and said that it was, I think Dave from North Providence said that he had a hankering to buy a 1976, and I already forgot
No,
what
that
he
was
said.
that was
That was
Tim.
was Tim.
Oh,
Tim.
Tim, sorry.
Yeah.
Tim,
Oh,
yep.
okay.
Yeah. All right, well, one of the guys can blurt it, I guess, or whatever.
One, two, three.
Plymouth.
Plymouth.
And the Aspen
Okay.
was the same car.
That's right.
The Aspen.
Badge engineering at its best.
Yeah, Dodge Aspen.
I'll give the women another shot. What
Whoa.
was the Dodge version of the Volare?
Eddie just said it.
I just said it.
Aspen.
Aspen.
Aspen?
Yeah.
I owned I think it was a 78. I bought it used, Aspen wagon.
I wouldn't be bragging about that.
Did the tops of the fenders rust out?
You know, I bought it from a co-worker's father, and the rolling seats were like new. What I didn't know is when it rained, the water would come from under the dash and get the carpet wet. And then in the wintertime, not only did you have to scrape the outside of the windshield, you had to scrape the inside of the windshield. Yeah. That was quite a car. I got a couple of years.
New England rust bucket.
Wasn't the Dart and the Swinger the same thing?
Well, the Swinger was a version of the Dart. The Swinger was like a two-door hardtop.
Oh, okay.
Sport version.
Yeah. Real sport.
But imagine being a teenager and you're getting your license and you're getting your first car and your friends ask you, "What'd you get?" An Aspen.
Yeah.
Well,
No, that's Grandma's car.
I sold my 76 Gremlin to buy the 78.
Say no more. That's enough.
Well, I needed a wagon. We were up to 2 kids at that time.
So you not only have bad taste in jokes.
Oh, it was a money thing.
Guy, we understand.
Yeah.
I hope you improved with your wife selection.
Oh yeah.
The only thing now, the Gremlins are worth more than the
Absolutely.
the Plymouth.
Are you voting for a song?
Yeah, I was just gonna ask.
Oh yeah. Listen, Lynn, that was a great song, but I like Valari because I like ethnic music. I like Italian music, and I like the staccato beginning of Valari.
Okay.
It's different. I like different. But you
That's
had
for
an
sure.
We know that.
But I got to go with Steve on that one.
Okay.
So that vote.
Some people
Okay,
like
so,
funny jokes. You're different.
There you go.
All right.
Before
Thank
you
you,
get
Paul.
this call,
Coming on with I'm trying to hit a new low here. See
Yep.
if I can.
you're doing a bang-up job.
You're working on it.
A limbo champion walks into a bar, and he's immediately disqualified.
Yes, we can get it.
Yeah.
I saw it coming.
Yeah.
Why was okay? This is really bad.
It must be really bad if he even knows it's really bad.
Why was the student report card wet?
I don't know.
It was below a sea level.
Yeah, that's bad.
Yep.
Is that it?
Okay, November 22nd, 1963. I'm in the 6th grade at Sacred Heart Academy in Central Falls. And we got to go see a movie at the Lafayette Theater. It was probably a religious movie. I can't remember the movie. And we came out, we got out of the movie about 2 o'clock. And the Lafayette, there's a whole string of storefronts and businesses over there on Broad Street in Central Falls. And they had like a brass sleeve in the ground with a cover. And don't forget, back in the 50s and 60s, still sell it. Veterans Day was a big thing. So they could unscrew this cap and put flags in them. Okay, so all the stores would have the flag in the sidewalk, and this was the case on the 22nd. We came out, and all the flags were out. We couldn't figure out why. And then, like wild, there was, I think maybe one of the barbers was standing out front of this business and told the kids, and it went through the ranks like wildfire. And then as we walked back to school, one of my friends who went to public school was waiting for me, and after school we went back to his house, watched Walter Cronkite make that infamous statement, and then I had to go on and deliver the newspaper that day, the Pawtucket Times, and they had already had 3 editions out.
Wow.
And normally I could finish my paper route in an hour and a half. But it was collection day, so I ended up talking to all my customers, and it took me like about 3 hours that day. And that was my experience.
Well,
So with that,
I just want to note that as depressing as the Kennedy assassination was to talk about today, you made it look like a happy occasion after your jokes. So.
Yeah. Yeah. But isn't it ironic that a world leader could be taken out with a $19 mail order rifle?
Well, that's another story.
I know, yeah.
We may never know.
Yeah, I don't know about. Yeah,
We
I
might.
don't know about the conspiracy things. The CIA and all that stuff. I don't think anybody can keep a secret. I think somehow if that was the case, somebody would have leaked.
Yeah, I don't know. Conspiracy theorists are just ridiculous. I mean, they.
Yeah.
A lot of
People
people.
love
So when Trump got shot in the air, they kept on saying he wasn't shot. I mean, it was, we all saw it. So never mind.
Right.
All right, we gotta go. Thank you.
Before you take the next
I'll
call,
Have a
briefly.
good weekend.
Thank you.
I hope you feel better.
My friend Tom from Maine, originally from Dorchester, is voting for Do You Want to Dance by Bobby Freeman. And, of course, he's Irish. He's not going to vote for Valari. And today, in 1963, he was let's see what this says. He was a 7th grader at St. Mark's in Dorchester when the news broke about JFK. So what that tells me is Tom is very old.
Good morning. To my speaking.
Good morning, Walt.
Good morning.
Sheila.
Okay, so we'll start with Steve. I'm going with you today.
Wow. Thank you, Sheila.
Sorry, Lynn.
Don't boo Sheila!
Okay. My next thing. I had a 71 Dodge Dot Swinger.
Great car.
My dad bought it for us, brand new. He got a really good deal on it. So, hey, and it lasted for quite a while, let me tell you.
They were indestructible.
Yeah, probably, yeah, because after I got rid of it, my brother had sold it to someone, and I saw it seems to go on forever. Okay, my next thing is, we're talking about JFK and so forth. My grandmother was in a nursing home in Pawtucket, and she wasn't doing that well. And as it happened, the day that she passed away, we didn't know it was going to be then. We were there. The lady in the next bed had the TV on, and she passed away as JFK's funeral was on TV.
Oh. Wow.
So it was, and as far as hearing about it, I worked at a manufacturing company in Pawtucket, and my boss had a TV in his office, and he came out and told us, and we were like, oh my gosh, you were just in disbelief. So anyway, with that, folks, I'm going to say let's have a happy weekend.
Yes,
You too, Sheila.
All right, Sheila.
We
Thank
gotta go
you.
to a break.
Yeah, we do have to go to a break. We'll be right back and get this call.
ON Radio.
Every once in a while, you meet a businessman that you just can't wait to do business with. Steve Peluso of Peluso Precision Automotive at 93 Blackstone Street in Mendon, Mass. is such a man. He specializes in mechanical repairs of vintage and classic cars. And if you don't have one, you'll want to have one just to share the experience with Steve. Maybe you had one in the past, never had a resource like Peluso Precision Automotive to keep it running and chase down parts for you, but now you do. Stop in and see Steve, and Steve will steer you in the right direction. Call Peluso Precision Automotive at 508-478-8900. That's 508-478-8900.
You can depend on us for public service. ON Radio.
This ON AM and FM forecast brought to you by Wright's Dairy Farm and Bakery. For cakes, bakery items, and farm fresh milk, go to Wright's Dairy Farm. Always natural, fresh, and local. Visit online at wrightsdairyfarm.com. An 80% chance of another quarter-inch of rain today, mainly in the afternoon. High of 51, south winds gusting over 25 miles per hour. Tonight, an 80% chance of another quarter to a half an inch of rain. Patchy fog, overnight low of 36, east winds becoming northwest after midnight. Saturday's weather, a 50% chance of more rain, patchy fog, otherwise mostly cloudy all day with a high of 47, gusty winds over 35 miles per hour from the northwest. Sunday, sunshine and 51. Monday, mostly sunny and 54. Tuesday, there's a 40% chance of some rain, mainly in the early part of the day, partial sunshine later with a high of 56. Wednesday, sunshine and 47, and on Thanksgiving Day, Thursday, mostly sunny skies predicted with a high of 42.
Stop the rust now before it's too late. Wax oil has been proven to last the lifetime of your vehicle and prevent rust from forming or spreading. Wax oil forms a tough, flexible, wax-based barrier that keeps the elements out while providing unparalleled chemical protection that completely interrupts corrosion for all types of metals. From bridges to cars, wax oil has a rich history of protection in a variety of applications. One application, no coming back every 6 or 12 months to be reapplied. Super Shine Solutions offers free checkups and touch-ups. Super Shine Solutions is a certified wax oil installer. They can protect your vehicle from top to bottom, inside and out. Call or text today to 508-523-1950. That's 508-523-1950. Call Sean Freeman, supershinesolutions.com. They are located at 219 Whitten Road in Sutton, Massachusetts. Very easy to get to, right off of 146.
All right, and if you had Super Shine Solutions, undercoat Super Shine Solutions, undercoat your car, your 76 Volare, it would still be around today.
The tops of the fenders would still be rotted out, but the bottom would be good.
Oh, no, they do all inside the fenders and everything.
Okay.
No, I'm telling you, it's a fantastic product. I could not be happier. I mean, I can't think of any service that I've ever had that I was just so thrilled with, really. I mean, I'm not exaggerating. It was absolutely amazing process.
They did my 2003 Buick, and I put it on the lift the other day, and I was very, very impressed with the quality and the way it looks, and I'm very happy.
It looks like it came right out of the showroom, even better.
Exactly.
Eddie and Marie are going to go have theirs done this week, or whenever they can get in there.
Yeah, I'm going to call today.
Yeah. So that's it. Super Shine Solutions.
Super Shine.
That's what I say.
No, you said Super Sign.
Easy for you to say.
Trying to sell signs? It's Super Shine. How about a video? There you go. You don't know it.
We'll have speech class after.
Super Shine Solutions.
That's it.
All right. Now I don't remember which call came in first. So.
Here we, Bobby. Sorry.
Good morning. Who am I speaking?
Hello, back at you guys.
Hey,
Hello.
Yeah, you may have had the other call come in first. I'm not sure, but Super Shine. It's tough to say, Gary.
It is.
Five times in a row back.
You can't say it one time.
Right. We used to have a little trick. We did that all the time. You reminded me of that. She sells seashells down by the seashore.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. But the best one I thought was Toy Boat. Try that.
Toy boat. Toy boat. If you have to really think about it.
Kind of reminded me of that. Anyway, by the way, Lamoureux Hot Enough Field was a Little League field. I did mention that, just a little bit more information for Tim. And at this particular Little League field, I believe at that time, Fast Eddie, it was the Fair North Little League that played there.
Possibly, yeah.
Because Club Marquette and Boschman Lumber were teams in that league. And I still remember a couple of players like Richard Mulligan, who was. You ever hear of a you went to Woonsocket Junior High?
He was on soap.
He was on. That's right.
Yeah. Did you have a teacher in Woonsocket Junior High, Fast Eddie, called Mrs. Mulligan?
Don't remember her.
She was a math teacher.
Okay.
Did she make you? Did she make you do it over?
She set me back. Her son was a pitcher in this league. He was the best pitcher in the league. Everyone was afraid of him. So I thought maybe just to touch back upon that for a moment. Now, all those movies that I had mentioned, and Gary had the answer immediately, since nobody's writing on it. But perhaps, Louise, have you come up with anything on that?
Well, Gary said the answer off air, and I just agreed. I just agreed, but in the meantime, I've been trying to think of which actors appeared in these different movies. So you're probably looking for Jack Warden from The Verdict.
That's correct.
You're probably looking for E.G. Marshall from The Defender.
Also correct.
Grapes of Wrath, Henry Fonda.
Correct.
Psycho, Martin Balsam.
Correct.
Eddie had to give me Hang 'em High, which was Ed Begley.
Correctamundo.
That's as far as I got.
Jack Klugman.
Oh,
Jack Klugman, The Odd Couple,
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
and On the Waterfront.
Was Sal Mineo in that?
I don't think so. That's the Eva Marie Saint movie.
Yes. And
Right.
I'm trying.
Who's the bad guy in that movie? Who's the bad guy? Steiger's bad, but there's another bad guy. As a matter of fact, Brando gets into a fight with this guy or somebody. He's a bad guy. He's a bad union guy in this film, On the Waterfront.
I'm drawing a blank on that one.
Also was in Psycho. I mean, not Psycho, The Exorcist. I beg your pardon. Lee J. Cobb.
So that, okay. Because
On the Waterfront, Lee J. Cobb. Which all led to what, Gary?
A Dozen Angry Men.
12 Angry Men is right. They all appeared in 12 Angry Men. Well done.
And Lee J. Cobb was juror number 3, and Henry Fonda was juror number 8. And in high school.
What the?
Well, and I
How
know
do you
that.
know? You
well,
are so
because
smart.
Because she knows.
Reginald Rose wrote the play 12 Angry Men, but we adapted it to 12 Angry Women in high school, and I played the Henry Fonda role, juror number 8.
How cool is that?
That's
And
why.
my
That's
best
cool.
friend was juror Denise Dijon. My best
Wow.
at the time, good friend of mine, Denise Dijon. There's an Irish name for you.
Yeah.
No, that was Eau Dijon.
She was juror number 3.
And Grey
And-
Poupon was number 5.
Mountain Balsam was the. What
So
was
that's
Mountain
why-
Balsam?
That's why I remember.
Wow,
I
that's
still
amazing.
remember some of my dialogue. Oh my God, it's just. It's
Who was
in
Martin
my
Balsam?
head.
Where was he, Louise?
You got me there. I mean, it's been a while since I was he the
He was
foreman?
the head juror.
Excuse me?
He was the head juror.
The foreman?
Yes, he was the
Okay.
foreman of the jury.
Okay.
Remember, he used to cast all the votes out. What's the votes now? So, anyway, still love that movie. But anyway, look, have a great weekend. Robert Kennedy, the day he died, when I heard of it, I wrote it down on the wall, right next to the chair.
Jack Kennedy, not Bobby.
That's what I said. Bob, did I start? Meant John Kennedy.
That's what I figured.
JFK. I wrote it on the wall. I was sitting on a chair, wrote it on the wall. I started crying. I couldn't help but cry. So I wrote it on the wall on the chair, so everybody that sat in that chair would rock and look at the wall and see that date. I'll never forget it. But because he was so beloved, he was, and I still remember today doing that. But anyway, all right, guys.
All right, very good. Thank you, Moose.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah, you too, guys. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
All right.
Bye, Moose.
Good morning. To my speaking.
Good morning. This is Tim and Sandy.
Tell we got a
Hey,
super.
we got 2.
Yeah.
Is she wearing tight leather pants?
Well, yeah. Hey, I'm putting my socks on, then my shoes.
Yeah.
I do that. So
Put
I'm
your shoes
good.
on first.
No, that's the Polish way.
No.
Yeah, that's
No.
shoe, sock. So listen, Lynn, I hate to say this, but I'm going with Steve's song.
Boo!
Don't boo Tim.
That's a great song. There's been so many different versions of it, but I love that song. So
Thank you.
My phone.
That's a very good pick. And Sandy, do you have a pick? Well, just go with Steve's.
No.
No, I'll go with yours.
Okay, I get.
All right.
It's a 1 and 1.
They're both good songs. I love that. I love Lynn's song.
Yeah, I do too. And just so you're talking about Kennedy. I was not born yet. Sandy was only 10 months old. I was, Sandy's about 13 years older than me.
He called. He called to brag. I
Cradle
wasn't
robber.
born
Yeah.
yet.
Okay, I look younger. That's all that matters.
Yeah. You have more aches and pains every morning than I do. I guess I am your aches and pains in the morning, right?
Yeah.
Well, listen, have a great weekend, everybody.
Happy Thanksgiving.
You too.
Thank you,
We
Tim.
have Pete Petey with us next week, so be ready.
See you next Tuesday. Good morning. To my speaking.
It's Rob from Salem.
Hey,
Rob.
How is everybody?
Good.
Fantastic.
As soon as I mentioned Olivia Newton-John's tight leather pants, you had to call.
Yeah.
I missed that. I don't know. I missed you saying that. Oh wow. Wow. That was I think it was Wednesday was the debut of Grease in 1978. I heard that somewhere on some trivia thing.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I did too.
Yeah. I would go with Volare.
Why is that? Because you're Italian heritage?
Boo.
Don't boo.
Huh?
Nothing.
Lynn is booing you, Rob.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, don't be sorry. She should be sorry. She
Well,
booed
you forgot our little pact that we made when we were in Marblehead.
I know. I remember our past, but it's just such a good song. I remember the crush. What was the crush? What was the leather? Corinthian leather.
That was Cordoba. That wasn't the Volare.
Chrysler.
Oh,
It was the same fake vinyl. That's
yeah. Oh boy. So I was actually too young for the Kennedy thing, but I remember other poignant times, like when President Reagan was shot, and when the Challenger crashed. I remember walking into the cap in high school, and I thought somebody was, being stupid until I went to the library at school and they had it on the TV. So it's interesting what you remember. At 9/11, I was sitting in my office and I came out and told the women in the outdoor office, and they're like, "Why are you being stupid? Why would you say a plane hit the towers?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "Put it on the radio." So it's interesting how you remember certain things in life, and as we get older, you look back and it's like, wow, was that yesterday?
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just so I don't know if it's iconic. Gary, I apologize. I wasn't around yesterday to protect you getting picked on. I actually had to go to the office yesterday, and so I didn't hear a lot of the show. So, but always know I got your back.
All right, I appreciate that.
Have a great weekend. Happy Thanksgiving. Are you guys on Friday? Next Friday?
Yes, we
Yes,
are.
we are.
We'll be all
You're
fat
not
and
on
happy.
Well,
You're not
some of
gonna be
us
on
might be
Thursday.
fat and happy. Some of us, the rest of us will just be happy.
Gary and I are going to see Wicked on Thanksgiving.
Oh, that's good. My son's going to do that, too.
Oh, cool.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Can't wait.
Have a great weekend.
You have a great weekend too, Rob. Say hi to Paula.
Thank you.
Guys making fun of me.
No, he's
No,
making
no.
fun of me, basically.
Out of Gary
all right.
raises, he can't wait.
Have a great week, guys.
Thank you,
All
Rob.
right, thank you.
So I just got a message from the mayor. He's going with Volare. Not just because I need a favor, but it's just a more underplayed song that I enjoy hearing. It's not as peppy, but that's not always important.
Well, as long as he knows he went against Sharon.
All right, Lynn has an announcement to make.
I announced it before.
Well,
let's
announce
do
it
it again.
Okay, announce. All right, so again, we have a kind of an informal Do You Remember crew and listener Christmas party, which will be held Thursday, December 5th at Galliford's Restaurant, 5 Southwick Street, Mendon, Massachusetts. It's at 5 o'clock, and they have a great Winter Wonderland walk, which you can purchase tickets for separately after. A few of us are going. We chose the 7 o'clock time slot.
And we're doing this because...
And we're doing this because Rob, one of our favorites,
Who just hung up the phone,
wants to meet the rest of the crew and as many listeners as he can. So get off your butts and let us know that you can come.
You have to buy tickets for the walk.
You have to buy tickets for the walk ahead of time. Well, maybe not. Maybe you could get it that day.
But you have to purchase to
The
get to do the
restaurant,
walk.
though, that's important.
Right, you have to purchase tickets for the walk, but that's, you don't
And
have
what
to go.
time are we meeting at the restaurant? for
And dinner is pay on your own because we don't have any Santa Clauses here.
Yep.
5 o'clock dinner. 5 o'clock on December 5th. That's easy. Easy. We would like RSVP by November 30th so we can let the restaurant know.
All right.
Thank you.
I'll be there whether you like it or not.
you have
I
any-
hope that doesn't,
if you
that
didn't
doesn't
get-
eliminate people from coming.
If you didn't get all of that and you need to get more details, just email me, Gary@woonsockeradio.com.
Okay,
All
let's
right.
do a studio vote.
Studio vote right now, quickly. We got a call waiting here.
Do you want to dance?
Yep. Do you want to dance?
Do you want to dance?
Volare!
Do you want to dance?
Woohoo!
Do you want to dance?
Yeah, because he can't vote for me.
No, you can't.
All right. Good morning. To who am I speaking?
The birthday girl.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Becky. Happy birthday to you. All right, Dave.
Happy 50th birthday!
Don't mind her. She's Polish.
So I have to vote.
Okay.
Oh, please.
This is the first week I've liked Lynn's song. However.
No way.
However.
You're still not going with it.
I can't.
Why?
Your birthday
Because
present's
I
coming.
know the unspoken information about Volare.
Oh.
And therefore, I have to vote for it.
But
She's a
wait a
Hollywood
minute.
Nights
You
fan.
you actually liked my Boz Scaggs song, so it's not the first song you liked.
To be fair, I like all the songs off of that album.
Yeah,
so
that's
it
a
was
great
kind of,
yeah.
it was an inherent win on my part.
She didn't have a choice but to listen to Silk Degrees in the car
And
when we were
I
kids.
gave you that theme.
What?
I told you to pick a Boz Scaggs week.
Oh, okay.
That's true.
right.
That was at the
And a Huey Lewis week.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I can't, you couldn't have gone wrong.
No. There's a lot of times we can't go wrong, but
And
Well,
tomorrow night,
I have to
It
go
was a
Volare
Pollock-proof
because
choice.
I've known Volare since before I could say full sentences.
yeah, she was like 6 months old because she was talking full sentences when she was like a year, and she hasn't stopped.
that was like Gary too.
Just like your father.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
She's worse. She's worse, but you do have the better mustache.
Yeah, not today.
Oh, good. You shaved for your birthday? Good for you.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, boy.
All right.
Thank you for calling.
Thank you.
Well, have
Goodbye.
a great birthday.
Have a nice birthday.
Thank you.
Have a nice
Thank you.
Thanksgiving. I'm sure I'll be seeing you soon, whether you like
Yeah.
it or not.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
What a great kid putting up with you all these years.
I had to put up with her. What's the score? I'm sure Lynn won.
13-9.
That's not bad.
It's not bad.
No. And Lynn, your song is fantastic.
Thank you very much.
I love that song. I love the Beach Boys version. I love Bette Midler's version. It's a great song.
I'm going to give the best song of the week, though, to Tim, though,
What?
To Tim, the one that he picked on
on Tuesday.
whatever
What
day
did
that
he
was.
pick?
The
Summertime.
Billy those
Summertime.
summertime.
Oh, yeah.
Billy Stewart.
I couldn't. I liked your song, but that just
Yeah.
knocked the wind out of your sail.
Good morning. To who am I speaking?
Yeah, you gotta press that button.
Good morning. To who am I speaking?
Good morning, guys. Dave from North Providence.
Hey, Dave.
Last call of the day. Go ahead.
I got some answers for you. Did anybody get any answers on this yet, on the questions I had?
I don't think so.
Okay. So sad sack was an Army term, Gary. It basically was an insult for a sad sack of poop, but not the word poop.
Okay.
Sad sack of S, so to speak.
Okay.
So that's where they get the term sad sack.
Okay.
Oh,
and
so
the
we've
movie-
all heard the term "a sack of."
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly, yep. And the movie star's wife that died on Flight 11 on the 9/11 was Barry Berenson, who was married to Anthony Perkins.
Oh.
Yeah,
Never heard of.
that's it.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Have a great day, guys.
Are
Have a
you,
nice weekend.
Dave?
Yeah.
You're not coming to the thing on the 5th.
On the 5th, no,
You
because
had
it's
a
a work
prior
night.
engagement.
Yeah, it's a work night. It's kind of tough for me to go on a Thursday night.
It's at 5 o'clock. We'll be home. You can be home by like 7.
You can call in sick. You can call in sick.
I'm taking the day
I don't have
off.
a sleigh, Lynn. I'm sorry. I can't get to that point.
My My boss is letting me leave early.
Yeah.
No, we're shorthanded as it is, so it's kind of tough. But
Well,
thank you for the
that's because Jim's coming.
Oh, is he? Good for him.
He didn't want you to know, but.
Yeah, it's okay.
Don't be surprised when you don't see him that day.
Cat's out of the bag.
All right, very good.
Have a good one,
And
guys.
we haven't heard from Lance, have we?
I messaged him. He
Yeah.
said he was busy. He was going to try to call.
Oh,
but, you know,
blah,
it's
blah,
the
blah.
same.
But no, we need Lance to come.
We need Lance to come. I messaged Lance. Lance,
All right.
we need you to come
'Cause
on the 5th.
Rob wants to meet you.
Especially you.
All right, very good. That'll do it for today. See you next Tuesday.
Happy
Happy
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving, everybody.
Yes,
All
happy
right.
Thanksgiving.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
WOON Woonsocket. This ON AM and